SNDS పబ్లికేషన్స్ దసరా శుభాకాంక్షలతో భారీ డిస్కౌంట్ అందిస్తోంది. రాష్ట్రంలోనే నంబర్ 1 ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ తో 100% పూర్తి క్లాసుల్ని అందిస్తూ ఆన్లైన్ రంగంలోనే నంబర్ 1 గా రాణిస్తోంది SNDS పబ్లికేషన్స్. ఇంకెందుకు ఆలస్యం, వెంటనే మీ గూగుల్ ప్లే స్టోర్ నుండి SNDS పబ్లికేషన్స్ యాప్ ని ఇప్పుడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. SNDS పబ్లికేషన్స్ సక్సెస్ కి ఏకైక చిరునామా.
SNDS పబ్లికేషన్స్ మీ అందరికీ దసరా శుభాకాంక్షలు తెలియజేయడంతో పాటు విజయదశమి పండుగ సందర్భంగా SNDS పబ్లికేషన్స్ వారి స్పెషల్ దసరా ఆఫర్స్ అన్ని కోర్సులపై ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ టీఆర్టీ SGT ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో కేవలం 1699 రూపాయలకు మాత్రమే. తెలంగాణ టీఆర్టీ SGT ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ విత్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీ కేవలం 1699 రూపాయలకి మాత్రమే మీకోసం. తెలంగాణ గురుకుల తెలుగు ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో కేవలం 2799 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే మీకు అందించబడుతుంది. దీంతో పాటు పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కి సంబంధించిన 3 పుస్తకాలు కూడా ఉచితంగా అందించబడతాయి. తెలంగాణ గురుకుల మ్యాథ్స్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో 2799 రూపీస్ కి మాత్రమే మీకు అందుబాటులో ఉంటుంది. దీంతో పాటు పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కి సంబంధించిన 3 పుస్తకాలు కూడా ఉచితంగా అందించబడతాయి. తెలంగాణ గురుకుల ఫిజికల్ సైన్స్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో కేవలం 2799 రూపాయలకి మీకు అందించబడుతుంది. దీంతో పాటు పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కి సంబంధించిన 3 పుస్తకాలు పూర్తిగా ఉచితం. తెలంగాణ గురుకుల బయోలాజికల్ సైన్స్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో కేవలం 2799 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే. అయితే దీంతో పాటు పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కి సంబంధించిన 3 పుస్తకాలు కూడా పూర్తిగా ఉచితం. తెలంగాణ గురుకుల సోషల్ స్టడీస్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ విత్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీ కేవలం 2799 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే. దీంతో పాటు పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కి సంబంధించిన 3 పుస్తకాలు కూడా పూర్తిగా ఉచితం. తెలంగాణ గురుకుల ఇంగ్లీష్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో కేవలం 4799 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే. దీంతో పాటు పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్ కి సంబంధించిన 3 పుస్తకాలు కూడా కంప్లీట్లీ ఫ్రీ. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ DSE స్కూల్ అసిస్టెంట్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, తెలుగు కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, గణితం కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, సోషల్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, అలాగే జీవశాస్త్రం కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్ ఏ ప్యాకేజ్ అయినా సరే కేవలం 1699 రూపాయలకి మాత్రమే. తెలంగాణ స్టేట్ DSE స్కూల్ అసిస్టెంట్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, తెలుగు కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, గణితం కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, సోషల్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్, జీవశాస్త్రం కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్ ఏ ప్యాకేజ్ అయినా కేవలం 1699 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ గ్రూప్ 2 ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ విత్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ 1499 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే. ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రిలిమ్స్ అండ్ మెయిన్స్ SI అండ్ కానిస్టేబుల్స్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ విత్ 9 months వ్యాలిడిటీ కేవలం 399 రూపీస్ కి మాత్రమే. తెలంగాణ గ్రూప్ 2 ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ కేవలం 1499 రూపాయలకి మాత్రమే 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీతో. తెలంగాణ గ్రూప్ 4 ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ విత్ 1 year వ్యాలిడిటీ కేవలం 899 రూపీస్ కి మాత్రమే మీకోసం. తెలంగాణ ఎక్స్టెన్షన్ ఆఫీసర్ ఆల్ సబ్జెక్ట్స్ ప్యాకేజ్ కేవలం 1799 రూపాయలు మాత్రమే, విచ్ హ్యాస్ ఓన్లీ 6 months వ్యాలిడిటీ. తెలంగాణ మెయిన్స్ SI అండ్ కానిస్టేబుల్ ఫుల్ కోర్స్ 9 months వ్యాలిడిటీతో కేవలం 399 రూపీస్ మాత్రమే.
We have discussed actually about the fundamental rights and directive principles and also the salient features of the Constitution. But this is very important from the examination point of view with respect to questions. This preamble, okay? Preamble of the Constitution is very important topic with respect to any competitive exam in Indian polity. What exactly is preamble? For example, you have a book, okay? You have contents here, so many pages, some 100 pages, whatever. But for everything, you have something known as foreword or preface, okay, which explains the gist of this book, okay? This part will explain in nutshell the gist of the book. Like that, preamble of the Constitution explains you about the political ideals, principles, okay? In a nutshell, overall Constitution is expressed in a page, okay? Let us see that. What is that? The term preamble refers to the introduction or preface of the Constitution. For every book, anything you take, you have something known as introduction, right? Introduction or preface. Just like that, this preamble is this refers to the introduction or preface of the Constitution, okay? So it contains the summary or the essence of the Constitution or summary. I told you the whole book, 395 articles or whatever, later 444 articles, okay? Political schedules, your 25 parts, all these things put together, a bulkiest Constitution but everything is summarized in one page. That is known as preamble. Okay. So the American Constitution was the first to begin with a preamble. Actually, so many countries are having constitution, but the American Constitution is the first one to have start with the preamble. Okay. So a famous eminent jurist N.A. Palkhiwala, he is also a constitutional expert. He called the preamble as the identity card of the Constitution. See, just like an identity card which reveals the identity of anything, for our whole Constitution, this preamble acts as an identity card. Understand? So he mentioned that a preamble is an identity card to the Constitution. Okay, it is the identity card of the Constitution. Who said that? N.A. Palkhiwala. So this can be a question. Understand? Means N.A. Palkhiwala mentioned the preamble as an identity card of the Constitution, and the preamble in its present form reads like this. Why I am telling present form? Because actually when we have adopted that in the which has come into force on 26 January 1950, it has got some few words, like few words were missing in that, like these things were not there, and unity and integrity, these words were not there. Okay. So later on they were added through the amendments. So we see actually how it is, how it starts. Let us see this. The preamble is starting like this. This is a preamble. We, the people of India, okay, we, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice in terms social, economic and political things, and liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, equality of status and opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact and give to ourselves this Constitution. See, this is a preamble. Now we are going to see each one of this component, what exactly are this. Here, how are we starting this? We, the people of India. See, in a democratic country, okay, in a democratic country, people are supreme. So here we, when we are starting, the Constitution itself is starting like we, the people of India, and we are giving, we are enacting, adopting and giving to ourselves. See, nobody else, no king or somebody, a queen or somebody is giving to us, or okay, we, the people of India, okay, we are giving this Constitution to ourselves. Understand? Here this point shows that people are supreme in democracy. So okay, and we have solemnly, means seriously resolved to constitute India into a sovereign. Okay, sovereign. So all these keywords, what is sovereign, what is socialist, secular, democratic, republic, all these words which I have mentioned in capitals, okay, that we are going to see one by one in our classes. So sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. So we constitute India as a sovereign which is independent, and socialist in the sense socialist kind of economy with respect to economic management, okay, or policy. And secular means it is related to religions, that's equal treatment of all religions. I'm just giving you a small line about it. And democratic, republic. Democratic means it is ruled by the people, and republic is the head of the state is always elected. So we constitute India as this, and also we secure to all our citizens what? Justice in what are the spheres? In social, economic and political spheres we ensure our citizens a justice, and liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship, means there is no restriction with respect to liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. See, expression in the sense it can be anything, I said, through pamphlets, through advertisements, through speeches, through print media, electronic media, journalism, okay, open speeches, debates, discussions, okay, demonstrations, writings, everything comes under expression, okay, which may be verbally or non-verbally. and equality of status, and also to secure all its citizens equality of status and opportunity. There should be equal status among all the people and also equal opportunity. That may be with respect to education or welfare schemes or what is it called, employment opportunities, etc. Okay, and promote among them all. You have to promote among all the citizens fraternity. Fraternity means a sense of brotherhood. Fraternity is, it's nothing but brotherhood. Okay, a feeling of brotherhood. Assuring the dignity of the individual, this is important, and the unity and integrity of the nation. Unity and integrity of the nation. Dignity and unity and integrity of the nation we are assuring. And also in our Constituent Assembly, you know, the Constituent Assembly is a body of elected people who sat down for around 2 years, 11 months and 18 days to write down this constitution. Okay, that is Constituent Assembly. On which date? On 26th November, 26th day of November 1949, on this day. Do hereby we are adopting it, we are enacting it, and also we are giving to ourselves, means we the people of India, we are giving the constitution to ourselves. Okay, so that's how this constitution reads about, a preamble reads about. Now we are going to discuss further, like what are the key words which have been added later on. Okay, and what are the components of this preamble. Okay, the components of the preamble. The source, see, when I said in the first, at the very first onset of this, the source of authority of the constitution, I am starting with, not me, it is the preamble is starting with the words we the people of India. What does that mean? From where the source of authority is taken, from where we are taking that power, that is, the preamble states that the constitution derives its authority from the people of India, from the people of India. This point is important. Okay, the source of authority is the people itself. That's why we are starting the preamble with we the people of India. Okay, the preamble is starting with the words we the people of India. Okay, this is showing the source of authority, from where this constitution is getting its source of authority. So the preamble states that the constitution derives this. See, we all are saying constitution is supreme, everybody should follow constitution, but from where the constitution is getting its power, understand? If we are telling he is supreme, he should get power from somewhere. Just like that, if the constitution is the supreme body or a supreme text which is to be followed by the country, but from where this constitution has derived its power, that is from ourselves again. So we the people have given it the power. So the preamble states that the constitution derives its authority from the people of India. You can be asked a question, from where does the constitution derives its authority? They will ask you questions like this. From where does the constitution derives its authority? 1. Supreme Court, they will say. Option Supreme Court or Parliament, Constituent Assembly, and the people of India. See, suppose you have been asked a question, from where does the constitution derives its authority? Okay, then suppose if they give you the Supreme Court or Parliament or Constituent Assembly or the people of India, the answer is the people of India. We are deriving from the people of India. Okay, like that. Next, we are going to see the nature of Indian state. What is the nature of Indian state? Means, is it a monarchical form of government, or what kind of government is this? It declares India, see, we are seeing the nature of Indian state. It declares India to be of a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republican polity. These are the key words, but this was added by 42nd Amendment Act 1976, when actually the preamble has come into force. At that time this word was not there. Later on this and other things have been added. Okay, so this was added later. So it declares India to be of sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republican polity. These words we are going to see later. This part is reflecting the nature of the Indian constitution or the Indian state. Okay. Now we are going to see in the third way, objectives. What are the objectives then? See, first from where the source, what is the source for our constitution? From where it has got the power, that is the people. Next, what is the nature of the constitution? Okay, the nature of the Indian state. What is the nature of the Indian state? So Indian state should be of this character. It is sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic and republic polity. Okay, and later if you see what are its objectives and ideals, means you have got some goals, just like that. What are its objectives? So the objectives of the constitution, it specifies justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. These are the to secure to all its citizens justice, liberty, equality and fraternity to its people. That these things are the objectives of the constitution. Okay, then, and date and adoption of the constitution. On which date we have adopted this constitution? On November 26, 1949 of the date. This day is also known as the Constitution Day. Okay, this November 26, 1949, on this day we have adopted the constitution. So our preamble has got 4 components, or you can call them as ingredients as well. That is, first, from where, what is the source? People are the source. Next, what is the nature? What is the nature? Socialist, secular, democratic, republic, sovereign, all these are the reflects the nature. And when we see the objectives, liberty, equality, fraternity, justice, okay, this all comes under objectives. And the date of adoption, from which date we have adopted the constitution, and that day is mentioned here. Okay, and we have given this to ourselves. Let's see the keywords in the preamble, what each of them mean. Sovereign, first I said sovereign. What is this? The word sovereign implies that India is neither a dependency nor a dominion of any other nation, but an independent state. I want to explain you here. See, the word sovereign implies that India is neither a dependency nor a dominion. Okay, neither a dependency nor a dominion. See, we have got independence on 15th August 1947. Okay, and we say Republic Day is on 26th January 1950. So before attaining the Independence Day, that is before 15th August 1947, we were dependent on the British. But later on, from this period, from 15th August 1947 to 26th January 1950, this period we were having the dominion status. Dominion means we are not completely independent, though we are independent, but not in complete sense. Still we have got to be under British, not complete, but the full-fledged independence. So before 15th August we were the colony of British, later on we were dominion, means we are just self-sustainable, self-sustained. But after 26th January we become a fully independent, that is a republic, democratic and republic, and fully independent. So, okay, so a sovereign state, you can call ourselves a sovereign state from this day. Okay, so what does that mean again? There is no authority above it, means a sovereign state shows India is a sovereign state, means it is supreme. There is no authority above it, means we are not dependent on other countries. Okay, like, and it is free to conduct its own affairs, both internal and external, means and external. So we are free to conduct our own affairs. You need not depend on anybody's mercy, or okay, you can conduct your own affairs, internal as well as external. And being a sovereign state, India can either acquire a foreign territory or cede a part of its territory in favor of a foreign state. Means now we are absolutely independent. Now you need not depend upon anyone for your decisions. If you want, it is your sole responsibility, and you can, as a sovereign state, you can acquire a foreign territory, okay, or you can cede a part of your territory to any foreign state. Understand? This all comes under sovereignty. Now we see the word socialist. So the word socialist was added to the preamble by the 42nd Amendment Act 1976. Even before the term was added, the constitution had a socialist content in the form of certain directive principles of state policy. In other words, what was hitherto implicit in the constitution has now been made explicit. See, actually, when the original preamble was adopted, at that time this word was not there. Socialist. This was added later, that is in 1976 under the 42nd Amendment Act. So before the term was added, actually ours was a socialist pattern of country, which was inherently or implicitly mentioned in the directive principles of state policy. But this amendment or inclusion of this word in the preamble has made it explicit now. Now it is openly, we are telling ours is a socialist state. But see, socialism, you have got different types. The Indian kind of socialism is a democratic socialism and not a communistic socialism. Okay, there is a difference between that. See, this communistic socialism is also known as state socialism, which involves the nationalization of all means of production and distribution and the abolition of private property. See, there is a difference between a communistic socialism and a democratic socialism. Okay, see, in communistic, all the means of production and distribution is owned by the state. Everything is government owned here, state owned or government owned. Okay, and abolition of private property means a private people cannot own any property, just like if you go to China and all. But here in democratic socialism, it is a kind of a mixed economy. So it consists of a mixed economy, means in certain things some essential things government owns the thing. Government have the ownership of certain things like defense equipments, which have got the national significance or national importance, like railways, banking, finance. In certain sectors, key industries government owns, but rest of them, that is left to the market. So it is like a mixture of I say capitalism. If you just, it's a mixture of capitalism plus communism. Okay, ours is a mixed economy, means in terms of economic management we have qualities of capitalism and communism, hence ours is a mixed economy, and this kind of thing is known as a democratic socialism. Okay, and this will reflect a socialistic pattern of our society.
ఈ దసరా నవరాత్రుల్లో ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ వాళ్ళు అందిస్తున్న స్పెషల్ ఆఫర్స్ ని మీరు కూడా అందుకోవాలి అని అనుకుంటే ముందుగా మీరు ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ వాళ్ళ యాప్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. దీనికి సంబంధించి ప్లే స్టోర్లోకి వెళ్ళి ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ అనే యాప్ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసి డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకొని ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి.
ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ దసరా శుభాకాంక్షలతో భారీ డిస్కౌంట్ అందిస్తోంది. రాష్ట్రంలోనే నంబర్ 1 ఫ్యాకల్టీస్ తో 100% పూర్తి క్లాసుల్ని అందిస్తూ ఆన్లైన్ రంగంలోనే నంబర్ 1 గా రాణిస్తోంది ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్. ఇంకెందుకు ఆలస్యం, వెంటనే మీ గూగుల్ ప్లే స్టోర్ నుండి ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్ యాప్ ని ఇప్పుడే డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి. ఎస్ఎన్ఎస్ పబ్లికేషన్స్, సక్సెస్ కి ఏకైక చిరునామా.